What's going on, y'all? It's Rob with Cinema Bullies. I'm going to talk about Nationals, what I thought overall about Nationals. I wasn't there, so I can't comment or speculate too harsh. It's all the way in Houston. I'm in Jersey. Work, kids, family life. Can't really make my way out to Houston, not right now at least, and I don't have anything at the caliber that these judges are looking for, especially at Nationals, and that's my honest opinion on what I'm doing over here, especially with the concept these judges are looking for when it comes to this more extreme style dog that obviously made a statement at Nationals, and the ABKC made a statement at Nationals. That's what they are obviously looking for, even if, multiple flaws are clearly shown in the ring from the more extreme style overdone dogs. Not to take away nothing from the dogs that won. Congrats. Zero's a specimen, hands down. That dog's hard to beat, very bully, almost clean all the way around. People fail to understand or even look how Zero was bred to begin with. If you look at his pedigree, it's stacked, and definitely more so on the phenotype side of things, and you got that more extreme style dog, and obviously it was what the judges in the ABKC wanted to see, and that's why he obviously took it home along with all the wins he had for this year. So congrats to James and Hannah. They did their thing, put in more work than anybody I know. I mean, I don't know how they can do it, but good for them, and congrats. And then there's been a lot of talk about the pocket class with Bashar's dog, King Kong, which that dog is a freak of nature. 14.5 inches, 85 pounds, wide as a Mack truck, and bone for days and all that. I shared a picture of it, and his rear looked all messed up, says it's photoshopped or whatever the case might be, but I saw live videos. It's clear to see, he has a dip in his shoulders, ass is high. It is what it is when you have these, more extreme style dogs. I mean, it comes with it, especially with the heavy muscle tone blood. And this isn't throwing shots at Bashar, because I give Bashar tons of props in a lot of my videos, especially because that guy made more money off of dogs than almost anybody in this game combined, pretty much. And he has his style of dog almost perfected to the point where, he knows what sauce or what, peds need to line up to create these freaks that he has. And he's almost there with a freak that is worthy of the show ring to compete, for, the winner of Nationals or, grand champion, style extreme dogs that are more show quality. Now, the things that I saw with Kong, his feet and everything would look good. Two things I saw that were, three things that I saw that weren't, up to par, obviously, was the, the high rear part from the, either his forearms are short, or he, got too much, length in his rear and his legs. He has that, the dip right there at the shoulder, so could be bad shoulder setting. Also, his elbows are above his chest. When from the side stack, you see the elbows are up in his chest at the dip instead of underneath. And then, like I said, when he gets stacked very long. His rear feet look like they're about 5 inches or so behind his tail setting, which I was told not to do that by a few judges back when I was learning how to do this. And the things I just explained were explained to me by judges when it comes to the shoulder setting, the short upper arm or lower arm, whatever the case is, and the overextending of the dog's rear to get them to have that flat top line. The dog's feet should be pretty much lined up with their tail setting. So if you look at the silhouette of the American Bully, the way it's stacked, their rear feet aren't 5 inches behind their tail setting. They are lined up, with the tail setting or maybe a little bit past, but not, 5 inches. So that's my only issue with, him sweeping, pocket classes or whatever he did. But, I don't know what the other competition was there, so I can't 100% speak on if any other dog deserved it, because I don't know. But those are the only things I saw that were with the dog that I personally thought were, obviously flaws. But he is a specimen. I mean, he's going to be a great tool for the pockets. And like I said, wasn't not throwing shots at Bashar. I mean, like I said, dude, I respect the way he breeds, and he understands that line breeding and inbreeding is essential to the best overall product of what you're going to get with these dogs. And he's one of the first guys to really push it and started his own brand and excelled better than most of the people that started this. So, shout out to him. He won that pocket class with that dog, Kong, and obviously that dog was so bullied the judges couldn't say no. Another thing I did see was his movement, wasn't, the best. But, I mean, with all that mass and how short he is, that's all a factor. I mean, like I said, it's hard to speculate not being there live and, seeing what the other competition was really bringing. Now, in the standard class, there was that grand champion, that black dog, whatever the hell that dog's name is, I always forget. But Hangman, grand champion Hangman. That dog looked great. I think he is a good representation of the standard. Only thing I didn't like about him was he lacked the bone, and he had his tail like the way it was up and curved when he walked. I mean, I didn't think that was really a good look. And maybe that's why he didn't win. I don't know. But his movement and overall structure, his big ass head, looked like he was pretty wide. That dog could definitely be better if he had more muscle mass and more bone, and then it'd be pretty undeniable of what he is. Now I see why, my buddy Eddie was so keen on that dog being an upset, win at Nationals, because he is a badass dog. But like I said, the bone factor and the mass is what these judges are looking for, and obviously they made their statement at Nationals. That's what they are looking for. So if you don't have a pocket that's at least 80 pounds, you might as well just stay home. If you have a standard male, if he's not at least 95 to 100 pounds, you might as well stay home. You are not going to win. It's going to be frustrating, and it's going to make you not want to do it. And that's just what it is. But, even Dave, when I did my interview, stated multiple times that type is more important than pretty much everything else. And that was clearly shown, because dogs that were more structurally sound, but just didn't have as much type. No, and then like the whole word type is another word that just could be misconstrued or, turned a different way 5 times over. Because a type could mean, 5 different things to 5 different people. So it's hard to really justify that as an example of why the dogs win or lose is type. Because bully is a bully. I mean, they're type. Some are more bullier, more extreme, but they still are bully. So the definition of that style just needs to, or the type needs to be more corrected and more explained to the competitors and to everybody. But hope nobody took offense to anything I said about Nationals. Eventually I will be there, and I will hopefully be at one when it's closer to the East Coast, and hope to see you guys this season before Nationals at the shows, and we will talk and chop it up at them. Hope to see everybody soon, and take care and be safe. All right, later.